finish up your story.
Yes, I had the opportunity to travel to Vietnam and I saw many different things. Whereas my mother, who was disabled in a wheelchair, had the good fortune to have the means to get around with me pushing her. There were numerous people who were maimed who were really requiring wheelchairs that didn't have that. Like one young man I ran into didn't have the use of his arms or his legs, and he ambulated on a skateboard. He was a beggar, and I asked him what the origin of, his disability was. He did speak English, and he said to me, in his family there were so many children, and they were hungry. His family decided that he would be sacrificed to be a beggar, so they maimed him so that he could go out on the street and raise the sympathies of the tourists that came. And that was very sad. I mean, he was hungry, he needed money. Another story that I saw that really broke my heart. There was a young man, he was about 14 years old, and he was showing me nude pictures of himself. And I asked him, I don't understand, why are you showing me this? And he said to me, you're a rich American. Maybe you can afford me. I need money and you look like you need company. And he just wanted the opportunity to prostitute himself. And apparently there were enough people who were tourists that took advantage of his services that he remained in business. And I asked him at the time, do you use protection? Because AIDS is such a rampant thing. And he said he didn't have the money for protection. He just needed to worry about the next mouthful of rice. So, I mean, of course, I didn't want his services, but when I gave him some money, the people swarmed on me. All of a sudden, there was a crowd of 50, 100 people around me asking for donations. And of course, I don't have that much. I know even if I gave away every cent that I have, it wouldn't be enough to stave off that terrible problem. But it really called into awareness the problems worldwide. I've traveled widely. I've been to 70 different countries, numerous different cities, and I've seen a lot of poverty throughout my travels. I've traveled widely in Asia and in Africa, and hunger is an injustice that shouldn't be allowed to continue.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Michelle.